...2023 election. Atiku Okowa meet Jonathan in Abuja. Wow. The presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Atiku Abubakar, and his running mate, Ifeanyi Okowa, met with former President Goodluck Jonathan Thursday night. Okowa, who is also the governor of Delta State, announced this on Friday in a tweet via his verified Twitter account. While sharing photos from the event, Okowa stated that the conversation with Jonathan focused on how to reclaim power from the ruling All Progressive Congress in 2023 election. Last night, alongside our presidential candidate, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, we had a great meeting with our former president, His Excellency Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. There, we discussed our plan to recover Nigeria with His Excellency, Okowa wrote. Atiku also announced the visitation last night. I led a delegation alongside my vice presidential candidate, Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa, on a courtesy visit to former President Goodluck Jonathan at his residence in Abuja, he wrote on his Facebook. Wow. So the Punch reports that Jonathan had endorsed the candidacy of Atiku and his running mate Okowa for the 2023 presidential election. Jonathan revealed this when a PDP delegation led by Okowa as well as Governor Bala Mohammed of Bauchi State visited him in Abuja in October. In a video that went viral on social media, Jonathan described Governor Okowa as Nigeria's incoming vice president. He further stated that he was willing and ready to support and work for the success of the PDP in the 2023 election, as he wished the party members success in all their endeavors, especially those who want to represent us from next year, 2023. Raising Okowa's hand, Jonathan called him our incoming vice president. Oh. So now, Jonathan here is being recognized as a vice president. As a former president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. All right. So because of this, Atiku and Okowa, the running mate, they are the presidential flag bearers of the People's Democratic Party, went to meet Jonathan. Jonathan, as an ex-president and an old member of the People's Democratic Party, is now an elder statesman, is now an authority to be consulted as well. So they went to pay their homage courtesy visit to Jonathan and to seek for his support, which he agreed because he has been a staunch PDP member. He even became the president of Nigeria under the platform of PDP. So, and he gave them their support. But again, reactions coming from people is funny. That Atiku is swallowing how do I call it? Swallowing his vomit, because they are the people that worked against Jonathan in 2015 and walked him out of office. You understand me? They worked against Jonathan seriously, and Atiku was one of them. So now the chips are down. Atiku is now running to Jonathan for help. You see, what goes around comes around. That is why you have to be careful the way you do things sometimes, because you never can tell how to backfire. You never can tell who you will need tomorrow. Regard everybody, respect everybody, be objective in your decisions, be objective in the way you treat people. Now, the same Jonathan that was slandered, in fact, they said everything about him, in 2015. This same Atiku worked with other parties to get him out of office for some other person to enter because he's perceived to be weak, he's perceived to be that, and again, their time is over. It is time for the Northerners to reclaim the presidency, because that was their target, that it was the time of the North to reclaim the presidency. Now, they worked against him in 2015 and he left office. Now everybody is going to him, and now they call him Oga. Well, thank God for Jonathan that he's alive to see all of this happening. That he's also alive and he remains his kind of person he is. He's gentle-minded, meek-minded, not looking for trouble. He's in his own corner, people are just going for him. He's not going for people. But it's just that now he's supporting PDP. We understood the first 4 years of this administration, APC, how Jonathan was leaving his house at Otoke and to go see President Muhammadu Buhari. You know, he was visiting Buhari in such a way that the visit became suspicious. People were imagining, you were an ex, you are an ex-president. Stay in your house. Any incoming president will come to your house to seek for your support and to pay homage to you and to pay courtesy visit to you. Not you romancing APC, and you romanced APC to a point that people were even thinking he was going to defect from PDP to APC. Even up till this year, people were still suspecting. The rumor was still very, very strong that Jonathan was going to defect from PDP. In fact, people had believed that he already defected from PDP to APC this year. So we're still surprised that he has not even defected, that he is still in PDP. It's still surprising to so many people that Jonathan is still in PDP, because the way he was romancing APC, nobody would think that today Jonathan will still be in PDP and PDP people will be running to him for support. The way he was romancing Buhari, going around APC chieftains in Abuja and Aso Rock, we were thinking, what did this man forget in Aso Rock that he was going to pick? Because I can imagine somebody like Obasanjo, who was also an ex-president and still in PDP. Okay, Obasanjo cannot, if Obasanjo is coming to Abuja, he's coming for something very critical and people will know. Otherwise, every other person will go to him. Just like this year's campaign now, in preparation for next year's election, Atiku has been to Ota to see him. Tinubu has been to Ota to see him. Almost everybody, even Obi, has been there to see him. So that is the kind of person, that is a true elder statesman. You stay where you are and people will come for you. If people value you, they will come for you. Not you running to them as if you are less privileged, as if there's something you are looking for, as if you are begging for help or support, or you are begging for favor, you know. So right now, thank God he's still in his house, and now APDP, including Atiku, is now coming to meet him. This is how it's supposed to be. This is what is expected. Stay in your house, an ex-president, and let people come and meet you. Now, PDP have come to meet him in the house. Even though they're still asking him, I'm sure one of the things they will be talking about, which came out last week anyway, is that Goodluck Jonathan should intervene in the feud between Atiku Abubakar and Wike of Rivers State. People are looking up to Jonathan to intervene and get that issue resolved. Even Jonathan tried to distance himself from Wike to say he's not part of the feud. People are still approaching him, including Atiku Abubakar, approaching him as an elder statesman in PDP to talk to Wike to calm him down so that they can resolve the misunderstanding and the conflict between Atiku Abubakar and Wike himself, with his G5 aggrieved governors. But Jonathan has not made any move in that regard. Or hope that probably sometime soon he will also make that move as well. So that is what happened. Atiku Abubakar and his running mate Ifeanyi Okowa went to Abuja to meet Goodluck Jonathan, the former president of Nigeria, to seek for his support. And from all indications, he has granted them that support. But the question is that support personal or conglomerate? Is how many people can Jonathan convince to vote Atiku in this country today? Even his village people. Can Jonathan convince his village people to vote Atiku today? That is another question to be answered. So thank you for listening, and let's have a comment below. Having known what Atiku and other people did to Jonathan in 2015, and today he's running to the same Jonathan for help against 2023. What goes around comes around.